Hey y'all, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing some bookish things, so I figured I would film a little bit and try to get some footage out of this. My daughter and I are going to McKay's. We got a lot of stuff to take, and we're going to try to go to some little free libraries. So join us while we do that. These are some of the things we have going to the little free libraries. A lot of it is like library discards and things like that. Some of these are like the children's books. They're like broken or whatever. Some of these books McKay's would not take, so they're going to some little free libraries. And then this box right here is a bunch of books that I'm taking to McKay's. It's stuff I've either already read or my daughter doesn't want, or things like that. So anyway, we will see if we can get some store credit and go from there. Hey y'all, welcome back. So today is Saturday. It is the next day from what I previously filmed. So yesterday we did go to McKay's. We met up with a friend and had lunch, and we went to the park, which was a lot of fun. I was exhausted by the time we got home and I was in an ill mood, and so I did not film anything after that. I just wanted to rest and relax. But I'm here today to show you a book haul. These are just kind of some recent things that I have gotten. I got some from thrifting. We went thrifting today. I had to take a whole bunch of stuff to the thrift store, and of course I had to look at the books while I was there. And then I got some books for my birthday from some sweet, wonderful friends. And then I also got some from McKay's. So let's get into that. So I'm going to do the books that I got at McKay's yesterday. Also, please ignore the background. It's chaos. My hair, y'all, we're here. So yesterday at McKay's, I only got 4 books, y'all. 4. Who am I? So I found The Wright Brothers by David McCullough, and this was $6, y'all, and it is the hardback. I've really been wanting to read this author. I've not read anything by him yet, but I'm really interested in some of his books. Not all of them, not all of the subjects interest me, but this one definitely is one that does. The next one I got is called The Scarlet Pen, and this is by Jennifer Ulrich, I'm gonna say. Sorry if I butchered that. This is from the True Color series. These are like true crime type stories, but I believe it's Barber Publishing, so I believe it's Christian, maybe, not sure. Not totally sure on that, but it says Step Into True Colors, a series of historical stories of romance and true American crime. So I know everybody's seen these around, and I think this is one I don't have. I also got The Guest House. This is by Robin Morgan Bentley. So this is supposed to be like a thriller suspense type book. It says keep your family safe whatever the cost. It was $4, so I decided I'd give it a try. I'm trying to get a little more into suspense thriller type stuff. And then I found The Souls of Lost Lake by Jamie J. Wright. This was $8, but that's still a lot of times better than what you can find it on Amazon. So this is one I did not have by her. So anyway, I'm collecting hers, and this was one I didn't have. So there you go. So that was the 4 books that I got from McKay's. Next, we'll move on to books that I was gifted. Okay, so these next books are books that I was gifted by my sweet friends. You know who you are. I love and appreciate you so much. I'm always grateful for any time that anybody sends me any kind of gift, especially books. So let's get into it. So this is Malice by John Gwynne, and this is a big boy. we love to see it. And that is a fantasy, I do believe. I also got Freedom's Light by Colleen Coble. Excited about that. I got Appalachian Song by Michelle Shockley. Y'all know I love me some Appalachian books. Also got The Mountains We Call Home by Kim Michelle Richardson. This, I believe, is in the Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek series. So, super excited about that one. And then we've got Coal Black Lies by Cindy K. Sproles. Y'all know that after Liar's Winter, I wanted to get into some more of Cindy K. Sproles. So my sweet friend sent me this, and this is an Appalachian novel as well. So love those, so excited. Next, I'm going to go through some books that I got on Amazon. I watch Amazon regularly for when they put things like really on sale. I usually try not to pay like more than $10 for a book on Amazon if I can help it. Unless I'm gifting somebody, obviously. If I'm sending something to somebody, obviously I'll pay more than $10. But for myself, like my personal library, if they put books on sale for like $8 or $9 or less than that, I try to pick them up when I can. So this one I've had my eye on for a while. I've been watching it, and they finally put it on sale, and it's War and Peace, y'all, by Leo Tolstoy. This is also a big boy, a chunker, but you know, I'm all here for big book summer, right? Okay, then we have An American Beauty, and this is by Shana Abe, I don't know. But this sounds really good. It says a novel of the Gilded Age, so thought I would try that. The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Now, Riley Sager is an author that I have read in the past when I read more secular stuff. And I've kind of been wanting to get back into his books since I'm trying to, since I want to read more mystery thriller type stuff, or thriller suspense. But I think I'm slowly going to get maybe back into his books and try to read more of them. I think I read like 2 of them. This is one I have not read by him, but I thought I'd give it a try. We've got Sisters of Fortune by Anne Lee Huber. And this is a novel of the Titanic, so thought I'd give that a try. Then we have The Second Mrs. Astor by Shana Abe again. She was also the author of the same book that I just talked about, An American Beauty. So she's the same author, but this is also one of hers as well that I wanted to try. And then we have The French Kitchen by Christy Cameron. So looking forward to all of those. And I forgot one. This is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I also got this one. I have read this one already. I just wanted it for my shelves because I remember really liking this story, and it is one that I probably will reread at some point. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the books that I just got at the thrift store a little while ago. These books were like, I think for hardback, they're $1.99, and for paperback, they're 99 cents. So, I mean, and the thrift store that I go to is hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes I'll go in there and they have a ton of stuff. And then other times I'll go in there and they don't really have that much. So this time it was a hit because I got several books, and I'm really excited about these. So the first one I got is John Adams by David McCullough. Again, excited to read that. I got An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Another thriller suspense. This one is called The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. Now, my friend that we spent time with yesterday, she really likes this author. This, I think, is the second book in the series, but I can get like the first book from my library, so I may do that. But for 99 cents, I couldn't pass it up. Okay, then I got The Yellow Lantern by Angie Dickin. This is also a True Colors novel. This one I think I may already have. I'm not sure, but for 99 cents, I mean, I can just donate it if it's one I already have. I got this Anne Rule book for my mom because she loves true crime and she loves to read this author. So I texted her in the store and she said this is one she did not have or has not read. So I got this one for her. It's called But I Trusted You and Other True Cases. So got that for her. I got Christmas in Peachtree Bluff. This is by Christy Woodson Harvey. This is part of her Peachtree Bluff series. And I do have the first 3 books in this. I'm not sure where this falls in the series, but again, for 99 cents, I'm getting it. I got The Widow of Pale Harbor, and this is by Hester Fox. Never heard of this author, never heard of this book, but I read the back of it and it sounded really good. It says, a town gripped by fear, a woman accused of witchcraft, who can save Pale Harbor from itself? And this is set in Maine, 1846. So I need to know. And then the last book I got is called Life Below Stairs. And this is True Lives of Edwardian Servants. And this is by Allison Maloney. So this is some nonfiction. This sounds really good, right up my alley. So thought I would try that. And yeah, so that is what I got. Those are some of the books that I've gotten over the past, I would say like 2 months. A lot of like recent acquirements, but you know, we're here. So wanted to talk a little bit about current reads. So right now I'm listening to The Lightkeeper's Daughter by Colleen Coble. This is a big book, only because it's a large print edition, and I love large print. I actually didn't realize this was a large print edition before I started it, but I am listening to this on audiobook. You can see I'm about almost halfway through. So I am enjoying that. It's just a good, you know, sweet story. There is disability representation in that book. The little boy has, not autism, the little boy has epilepsy, and I really like that they are portraying that in there. I also just started reading Emma. I have tried to read that book a couple of times and I just did not get on with it. I have not had the mental capacity for it. And I know that it's a book, since it's a classic, it's going to take more brain power, just with keeping track of characters and all of that. So previously I had not had the capacity for it, but I feel like I do now. So I have just read the first few pages. I am taking notes and just reading through it more slowly, just so I can understand what's going on. And that book is going to take me a while. I already know that, and I'm fine with that. It's going to take me a while to read that, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I hope it's one I like. I've heard good things about it. But that's kind of all that is going on the reading front right now for me. But I will check back in later, or possibly tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. Hello friends, today is Monday, June 22nd, and I didn't vlog at all yesterday, but I wanted to close this out by showing you guys some more books that I got. Yeah, I know it's a problem. But after this, I am going to be on a book buying ban. I mean, for real. Like, it's just getting out of hand. We did go to some little free libraries on Saturday, and I did want to show you some of the books that we got. We only got 3, and these are like kids books, really, like I guess middle grade. So I got an A to Z mystery, The Missing Mummy. I'm collecting these, so this is one I didn't have. This one is Ranger in Time. Oh, and I should have said, this book is by Ron Roy. I don't know if they're all written by the same author, but I'm assuming they are. This one is called Ranger in Time, Rescue on the Oregon Trail, and this is by Kate Messner. And then this one is called Lumber Camp Library, and this is by Natalie Kinsey Warnock. So there's that. This kind of gives me Little House on the Prairie vibes. So anyway, those are the 3 we got at the little free libraries. And then I did get a book outlet order, so I want to share those. Actually, I will say I got 2 book outlet orders because I went to order my books, and one of the books I thought I ordered was not in my order. After I already placed it, I realized it, so I went back and did another order just so I could get that book. But these are all books that I'm interested in reading. So they were having their $5.99 fiction sale, so they get me every time with that. So the first one I got is The Premonition at Withers Farm by Jamie J. Wright. I'm collecting hers, for those that don't know. I also got The Bell Tolls at Traeger Hall, also by Jamie J. Wright. I did not have those 2. I'm also collecting the Joanne Fluke mysteries. These are the Hannah Swenson mysteries. They're cozy mysteries. So this one is Strawberry Shortcake Murder. I already have the first one, and I have read that one, but I'm gonna have to go back and read it again because it's been a little while and I don't exactly remember it. So to continue that series, I might have to go back and read the first one, but that's fine. This is Blueberry Muffin Murder, also by Joanne Fluke. I got Girl Lost by Kate Angelo. Heard good things about that one. I got another cozy mystery, Murder with a Cherry on Top, and this one is by Cynthia Baxter. I got Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. I have not heard much about this. This is a signed copy, but I do want to try it. It is kind of a big boy, but I do want to try it. I've seen it at the library several times, and I have checked it out several times, and I've just never had the time to read it. But there's the signature. But I do want to try to read this at some point. And then the last book I got in this order was These Blue Mountains by Sarah Loudon Thomas. I don't think I already have this one by her, but I do have several of her books that I want to read. She's like an author I'm collecting and haven't read anything from. So yeah, that's my toxic trait, I guess. But let me grab the other order really. Okay, so the other book outlet order I did has more Joanne Fluke. This is Double Fudge Brownie Murder. This one is Cream Puff Murder. And these two are, I think, later on in the series. The other two I showed were like books 2 and 3, I think, in that series. So those I probably won't, like these I probably won't read like anytime soon, but they are in the series. Then I got Pint of No Return. This is by Dana Mintic. If you can't tell, I was in a cozy mystery mood. And then I got Murder Road by Simone St. James. Now, I have read some Simone St. James before. I think I've read like 2 of her other books. And I did really enjoy them. They do have some paranormal like aspects, which is not my favorite. But I do really like her stories, like the way she writes and the way she tells a story. Like, I do love that, but we'll see how this one is. I don't know. I haven't heard much about that one, so I don't really know how it's going to be. But I did read The Sundown Motel from her, and I read one other one, and I can't remember right now what it is, but I did really enjoy those. And then the one that I made the order for, that I placed the second order for because I thought I had it in my first order, is The Belle of Chatham. And this is by Laura France. I really wanted this book. I really like Laura France, her writing and everything. I've read several of hers, so I really wanted this book, so I had to go back and get it for $5.99. I mean, come on. I did also get a couple coloring books. I got 2 for my daughter and 1 for me. So I got, for her, I got Happy Street, and it says cute and bold coloring. That looked very summery, so I thought that would be cute for her. And then she loves Halloween, so I got her Sweet and Scary. And then this one I got for me, and you'll understand why. Coloring the 90s. Nickelodeon, yes. Like, yes, please. This just screams nostalgia for me. And y'all know I'm all about the nostalgia, and I was 90s raised, so anyway, that's all I need to say. So yeah. Thank you for joining me for this short little vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I can get out some more content soon. But I hope you have had a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.